What would you do if the person you trusted most started coming home spotless after working out at midnight, her phone glued to her hand, and a smile that didn't belong to you anymore? It was 2:13 a.m. in our apartment off West 34th Street in Manhattan, and the only light in the room came from her phone screen glowing against her face. I wasn't supposed to be awake. She thought I was asleep, but I saw it. The message preview that lit up her screen before she could hide it. Can't wait to feel you again. She froze when she realized I had shifted in bed. And in that exact moment, I knew something had already been broken long before I ever saw it. But I didn't say a word, because I needed to know everything. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. At first, I told myself I was overthinking it. People go to the gym late. People text friends. People smile at their phones. But people who just spend an hour sweating don't come home smelling like perfume. Her name was Claire. 5 years married. No kids. We had built something stable, predictable. I worked long hours in finance near Wall Street, and she had recently gotten into fitness, or so she said. It started small. New leggings. A gym bag she never actually used. Showers the second she got home. But the water barely ran long enough to wash anything off. Then came the distance. She stopped asking how my day was. Stopped touching me. Started turning her phone face down. One night at dinner on 9th Avenue, I reached across the table and touched her hand. She pulled it back like I burned her. "Can you not?" she said flatly. I laughed it off in public, but something inside me cracked right there in that booth. That was the moment I stopped trusting her and started watching her. The receipts came first. I wasn't even looking for them. Just clearing out her purse one morning when she asked me to grab her wallet. Tucked between lipsticks and old gum wrappers was a valet receipt from a hotel in Midtown. The Mercer. Time stamped, 11:47 p.m. She told me she had been at the gym. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I waited. Then I checked the phone bill. There was a number that showed up over and over. Late nights. Long calls. Always around the same hours she claimed she was working out. I saved it. Called it from my office the next day. A man answered. "Hello." I hung up immediately, my hand shaking. That night, I watched her more carefully. Every movement. Every lie. "Going to the gym," she said casually, grabbing her keys. "Again? That's like your third time this week at midnight." She rolled her eyes. "God, do I need permission now?" "No," I said quietly. "Just asking." She smirked. "Maybe you should try going sometime." That smirk stayed with me long after the door closed behind her. It wasn't just cheating. It was contempt. That's when I broke. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just silently, inside my chest, something collapsed. But from that collapse, something colder took its place. I stopped being her husband and became her observer. I hired a private investigator out of Queens. Cash. No paper trail. Within a week, I had everything. Photos of her entering the Mercer with a man in a navy suit. Photos of them laughing at a rooftop bar on West 26th. Photos of his hand on her lower back. His name was Daniel Brooks. Married. 2 kids. Corporate lawyer. Of course he was. The pictures didn't even hurt anymore. What hurt was how easy it had been for her. How normal she looked. Like I had never existed. That's when I started planning. Step 1: legal. I met with a divorce attorney in a quiet office near Bryant Park. I handed over everything. Photos, phone records, timelines. "In New York," she said, flipping through the evidence. "This is more than enough." I nodded. "I don't want just a divorce," I said. "I want her exposed." She looked at me carefully. "Then we do this right." Step 2: financial. I moved my assets. Quietly. Legally. Separate accounts. Documented everything. Made sure every dollar I earned was accounted for before filing. Step 3: social. That was the part one took my time with. Because Claire loved appearances. She loved brunches with friends, charity events, curated Instagram posts pretending our life was perfect. So I gave her one last perfect event. Our anniversary. 5 years. I booked a private room at a high-end restaurant in Soho. Invited her friends. Her family. Even Daniel. He didn't know I knew. Claire didn't know anything. She walked in that night glowing, wearing a red dress I had bought her years ago. "Wow," she said, looking around. "You really went all out." I smiled. Of course I did. Dinner was perfect. Laughter. Wine. Speeches. Then I stood up. "I just want to say something," I began, raising my glass. Claire smiled at me, expecting romance. I reached into my jacket, pulled out a small remote, and pressed the button. The screen behind me lit up. First photo, Claire entering the Mercer with Daniel. The room went silent. Second photo, them kissing outside the hotel. Gasps. Claire's smile disappeared instantly. "What is this?" she whispered. I didn't look at her. Third photo. Fourth. Fifth. Every lie. Every moment. All of it. Displayed. Raw. Unforgiving. Daniel stood up abruptly. "This is insane." "Sit down," I said calmly. He didn't. But his wife, who I had also invited, grabbed his arm and forced him back into his chair, her face pale. Claire's voice cracked. You're humiliating me." I finally looked at her. "No," I said quietly. "You did that yourself." The room turned on her instantly. Whispers. Judgment. Phones coming out. Her perfect image shattered in real time. Daniel's life imploded beside her. His wife walked out without a word. Claire tried to grab my arm. "Please, we can fix this." I stepped back. There's nothing to fix. The divorce was finalized 3 months later. She got almost nothing. Public record. Adultery. Evidence undeniable. Her friends disappeared. Her family stopped defending her. Daniel lost his job. Last I heard, Claire moved out of the city. Somewhere quieter. Somewhere smaller. Somewhere no one knew her name. As for me, I stayed. Same apartment. Same street. But everything felt different. Cleaner. Colder. Sometimes, late at night, I still think about that glow from her phone. That moment, everything shifted. And I realize, the betrayal didn't destroy me. It revealed exactly who I needed to become. And the last time I ever saw her, standing alone outside the courthouse, she looked at me like I was a stranger. Which was perfect, because by then, she was nothing to me. The end.